Project Video Befriender is a service learning project where a team of 6 use filmmaking as a tool to document and advocate for mental health. We held screening sessions to share about the documentary we made, our journey, and spread the importance of peer support.
I was going through a stressful period where I experienced breakdowns. I personally felt that this project gave me the platform to gain more knowledge about it.
I've always been talking about mental health with my friends, and also I'm a big lover of films. The opportunity to learn about filmmaking and also at the same time learn more about mental health and then making a film about mental health was a great opportunity. Today, where the government emphasizes a lot on mental health and promoting awareness and educating the public, I think we should play a part also to know a bit more about it. So if our friends, talk to us about it, we can actively participate. Hopefully we can all have a more conducive and productive way of going about this.
Before joining Project Video Befriender, I was involved in a community engagement project with Caregivers Alliance Limited, where we raise awareness about the caregiving aspect of mental health. For Project Video Befriender, I attended a filmmaking workshop out of my own interest, which focused on making documentary on the topic of mental health. After the workshop ended, I decided to continue to work on this project so that I can continue to have a better understanding of mental health. And I also think that filmmaking is a really interesting way to advocate for issues, and I also love how it allows us to pick up new skills along the way.
One of the motivations for making this film was the thought of people who have, maybe they might have some kind of problem and they think that there's no one there to help them and there's no way out. That drives me, and that's a key motivator for me to have wanted to make this film. Through this film, I hope that you can understand that there are people who want to help and there are people who understand what they're going through and who are experts at this.
My interest in mental health peaked when I realized how little I knew about mental health when my team and I created the script and storyboard.
Before coming up with the first script, we realized that we did not know a lot about mental health, and so it was difficult to come up with a script that didn't misportray mental health.
We had to make sure that the story we were sharing is representative of the mental health community, so as a whole, and also to add value to our audiences. This involves a lot of volunteering, attending mental health workshops and meetings to ensure that we are able to improve our scripts and that it's representative of the actual community. The second challenge was to ensure that the film remains engaging without compromising the subject's privacy. So this caused some conflicts, especially when we were looking to create this from two different perspectives. First, the filmmakers need to make sure that the film is attractive. Second, we need to ensure that the film remains comfortable with the part of Aisha's personal life being publicly known.
I would say that some of the challenges would be knowing what to share, because since I have experience of mental health issues myself, knowing what to share and whether or not my experiences will be relatable to everyone who is watching the video later on. So that is something that I've considered, and the team has helped me with it. They've helped me with knowing what to show and what not to show within the video.
What I think that is important as well, or perhaps a new perspective that I formed, is that we can be the ones who take the first step or initiative to ask them how they are doing. For example, can simply ask like, "Hey, how's your day?" Or even like, "How are you doing? Is there anything I can help you with? Or do you need me to be here for you?" That kind of thing. Yeah, so I feel like that's quite important because I feel like in a topic of mental health issue, it goes both ways, and we should always be there for the person and always help each other. So I guess a new perspective that I feel like is very important is that you should be the, in a sense, bigger person to always help out a friend in need.
I think through your film, you really encourage people to share their stories, to express themselves. So I think another thing we can do to break the stigma of mental health is really to encourage people to say that you are safe here, like to build safe spaces and safe communities, and to allow people to actually be themselves and to share what they are going through. By sharing of stories, we can learn more about each other, and we can actually support each other through the difficult times.
Sometimes it's still difficult to apply what we have learned, and also like to truly empathize with what people with mental health conditions go through. Despite some of the challenges we face, it is important that we ourselves took the first step to step out of our comfort zone and continue to learn about mental health and skills to support others.
I believe that with the knowledge and the skills we learned, I will be able to better manage my mental health at work. I can also remind my colleagues to practice mindfulness and care for their mental health.
I think I'm more confident now to start conversations related to mental health compared to the start of the project. I no longer shy away from friends who are struggling. I try to be there to listen, because I learned that we don't always have to provide solutions. Sometimes we just need an outlet to share. Apart from supporting others, I try to teach my friends about mental health, start conversations about it, hoping that I can create a ripple effect and remove the stigma against mental health within my own community.
I guess with such awareness begins from us, and we need to help spread the importance of taking care of our mental health. When we spread to the people closest to us, only then the wave of awareness to others can begin.
Sometimes while we may provide a safe space for our friends when they share about their mental health struggles, or maybe when they seek professional help, I think this safe space is only temporary if people with mental health conditions still experience discrimination and are stigmatized by the wider society. So to enable this space to be more permanent, I think that society has to be more open in seeking to understand and empathize with people with mental health conditions. So as family members, friends or colleagues or someone we know who might be going through a difficult time, we could take the first step by reaching out to them, as well as equipping ourselves with knowledge to better understand what they are going through and skills to support them.
I might sound a little overambitious, but I hope that from this, we can be a part of a movement that creates a society where there is no stigma and barrier to seek help.